CDA, Nuruddin Ijalba, thank you for joining us. Now let's take a look at good road networks and grassroots development. What's the correlation? Let me start with you.
When you talk about good road network, it makes business more accessible to the community, and it makes, what do I say, it makes business move on as usual, because when there is no good road network, the environment will not be visible for businesses to strive out.
All right. Okay, I'm sure you want to add to what he has said.
Yeah, a good road network plays a pivotal role in the promotion of housing, access to education, improvement of connectivity within the street and the larger areas.
That's good. All right.
And which in this promotes trade and other financial transaction within the community.
All right, Governor Sanwo-Olu commissioned some roads in your areas. So I'd like us to go back to how these roads were before the rehabilitation of the roads. Let me start with Bariga.
Before the commissioning of the road was in a state of shambles. It's not accessible. We used to have usual gridlock.
How many roads were commissioned? About 6 roads?
It was a conjoined street. Which
Can you
links
mention some of them?
Shogbamu, Tijani Shogbon, Dia Street, that one is in Koshofe local government. The other one leads down to the gate of University of Lagos, Akoka. So with that, before the inauguration of the road, it is in a study state.
Okay.
How about you?
Well, the 4 network roads that Governor Sanwo-Olu did, you know, my own area is an urban area.
GRA.
You could find out that GRA be so in a depleted environment for years. And as a matter of fact, when the project started, you know, I know the old GRA was in Agog because they are surprised. For years, it has been an abandoned state, where government said it's a government reserve area, becoming a disgusting environment. But when Governor Sanwo-Olu came, we trust him, we know him, and he has been in very cordial relationship with we in the community. So bringing light back to GRA. If you go to GRA now, I call it a mini London.
Because of the roads?
Because of the road. Because of the road. You do not network he did. About 4 roads. We talk about Oduduwa Way, Oduduwa Crescent, Shobo Arobi Odu, and Asasegmo Road. If you go to GRA now, you see all those Kubanas, you see all those companies now. I mean, they're supposed to even pay more back to Lagos State. Because he has, what the governor has done has really brought in back investment back to GRA. It was supposed to be a private residence before, but 99% of GRA now is highly commercialized.
So in other words, you are saying that the good roads there have stimulated urbanization in that area?
Extremely well.
Okay, now, so let's talk about the increase in house rent. Because when we have good roads, house rent will definitely increase. Landlords will be happy. But now tenants will have issues. So what's your take? Let me start with you first.
That has been the bane of development in any given society. The moment you have a good road, a well-accessible road, there will be a kind of invitation for different kind of maybe private, just private business all over. They will springing up for private business all over.
But okay, I said like, okay, if, for example, now that they've commissioned like 5 roads in GRA Keja now, definitely house rents will increase. Of course. Landlords will be happy.
Before the commissioning
of
the road.
Because I've had that issue in my own area. A particular road like that, very bad, and then the government came and then the government constructed a beautiful road. And then the landlords just increased their house rent.
That's why.
And people started complaining.
Do you think it's right?
No.
So
that's why in Lagos
is that not a negative aspect to that?
No. Development is not a negative aspect to the house increasement. Even that's why in Lagos State, there's a law called tenancy law, whereby if your landlord increases house rent
Drastically.
Indiscriminately, yes, let's
you
use that
can
word.
take that person to the appropriate headquarter, and they will handle it out.
Okay, so as
increasing in house rent won't deter development in the society.
Yes.
So there are some laws and measures that Lagos State is putting to checkmate that.
So as community leaders now, how are you going to ensure that this doesn't happen? Because you have already said that those businesses should pay more.
Yes.
And some landlords,
that question.
and some landlords are already calculating.
Because let me tell you,
Yes.
let me tell you, man. The Lagos State government is using taxpayers' money. You understand? If they are not doing the right thing, you people shout. But we in the community, we are seeing the dividends of the taxpayers' money that Governor Sanwo-Olu has been spending. Look, there's another one coming. If you see that one that the governor is doing now, from Okpebi down to...
That's a very good...
If you see, in short, if I wake up and I see my community becoming an eyebrow area where the standard that Lagos State is supposed to be, where Ikeja local government is supposed to be, where the capital is the capital city. So you can't say because of, it is in anywhere in the society, anybody who is coming to stay in the capital should know he's going to spend more.
Definitely, because the person will enjoy more.
Because and you can again, can you the influx of people coming to Lagos?
Yeah.
Every day and night, because this is where business thrives. This is where a layman who doesn't have a future can have a future for himself. So you can't blame sometimes where communities or the landlords are trying to increase their house rent. All what I know Lagos State is also doing is just to do a balance check. And that's why that Lagos State government brought in that law.
You haven't answered my question.
I have to answer your question.
So as community leaders, how are you going to ensure that this doesn't happen? Because the people are the ones that will feel it. So what steps are you going to take?
Being a community leader, we don't have right over a landlord.
Well,
yeah. True.
You understand? That's where you're supposed to know. Though they are part of the community, what we do is that we try to pacify them. You understand? We pacify them. Then, two, we make sure that we talk to them so that most people that increases rent are agents, not landlord. There are two things.
It's another talk for another.
You understand? It's another topic.
Okay, now before we continue our discussion, I know that we have a soundbite of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, when he went to inaugurate the roads in Ikeja GRA. So if our producer is ready, let's take that soundbite. Let's listen to what Mr. Governor said at the inauguration.
People of Lagos will expect us to scale up our infrastructure in all areas and in all parts of the city. You want to ensure that development does not remain in one part alone. Development must cut across all nooks and crannies of the state. No part of the state will be left out. We will continue to ensure that development is equitably distributed in all parts of our city.
To your question.
Okay, that was Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and he talked about road, the importance of road in society. Now, so I want you to respond to what he said. What's the reaction to his statement?
No, based on what she said about how we can intervene.
Okay, before we come to that, I want to talk about what Mr. Governor said. He came to your domain, your community to commission that road. So you listen to what he said there. So what's your reaction to what he said?
His reaction is...
Your own reaction to what
his reaction is our expectation.
Okay.
You understand? And from his reaction, he said even in the 2025 budget, that other roads within that axis will still be fixed.
So you're expecting more from him?
More, because he's a man of his words. You understand me? See, let me tell you one thing about him. He has a personal relationship with the community. You understand? And he never jokes with the community. And that's why after every commission, he hands over those documents of that road to we, the community. Because he trusts us so that we could monitor and make sure that those properties, those roads are not just damaged overnight.
Now, I know you want to say something, but I want us to talk about ownership. Because we talked about damaging the roads. We've heard of cases of people vandalizing the roads, people even stealing the manholes there.
Yeah. On my own in Bariga, we form a committee that comprise of all the relevant stakeholders. So that we'll be monitoring the road altogether, so that to avert vandalization of the road. Because the road span into two different local government from one down to Yaba, the other down to the Koshofa local government. So we have to.
So that road is connecting 3 local governments.
Exactly.
Local governments.
So we have to work in tandem with the other stakeholders in the two local governments. Yes.
Oh, that's good. So you have a committee already to monitor.
Yes, we formed one within the Barrega, so we are going to liaise with the others.
Okay, so what are you doing in your own
normally, we in our own local government, you know, it's a prime area whereby even in GRA there are security outlets that monitors roads.
Okay.
So then too, what we try to engage is just the neighborhood.
Neighborhood watch?
The neighborhood watch. You understand me? Because and I used to thank anytime I go to, we had issues with the Commissioner of Police, I used to thank them because especially all those people who are in terms of security, while a lot of us are sleeping, they are busy working. You understand me? So I used to commend them for their efforts. You understand? So we've been trying to make sure that there is peace and sanity. Lagos was not like Lagos of yesterday where you can't sleep with your heads.
Now you can sleep with your two eyes closed.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanted to respond to my question.
Yes.
So you can go ahead.
So on the issue how we can intervene. Now the only thing we can intervene for we can intervene. You talk about illegally increment of rent.
Yes.
No, by convening the monthly CDA or CDC meeting, we can talk to the landlord that they should temper justice with mercy. Yes, because money is not easy to come by. So by increasing their rent drastically, at least we'll cause some little damages on people, which can't afford it. But the only thing we can do is to sensitize them and give them some enlightenment and just word of advice.
All right, still part of maintaining this infrastructure that has been presented to you. You have street traders now. You have some roadside mechanics.
Yes.
So what are you also doing as the CDC to ensure that this, I call it a menace now, or
it is.
The menace actually in here. So what are you also doing to ensure that the roads are properly maintained?
Yes. If we notice that there is any mechanic on the roadside, we will get in touch with the city chairman that covers that area.
Okay.
So and we call him to order. If the mechanic is recalcitrant, we can call in the law enforcement agent.
How about your...
Normally in every organization there is always a body. In the CDC there is a body. Even in the Mechanic Association, they have an association.
They have an association.
Anybody who is not in that association can't just do otherwise. See, as far as my territory is concerned, there's sanity.
Because your own area, GRA now.
No, not only GRA.
Because that area is...
No, madam, not only GRA. Okay. Onibongo comprises Ojota, Oregun,
that area is grand area.
But
we still know.
hardly will you see a roadside mechanic around the axis. You understand?
But we have street trading in that area.
At GRA?
Street, okay, no, Ojota.
At Ojota?
Yes, we have street trading there. So what are you doing to...
Those are commercial nerve centers.
So what are you doing to ensure they do not destroy our roads?
That's why the KAI is in place. You understand?
So are you working with KAI?
We work with every organ of body. Let me tell you, as at this coming week, the environment people are coming, social, what's it called? This
environment.
No. Gender-based violence.
Okay.
They will come.
SBG.
Every agencies of the body of Lagos State comes to the CDC so that they could sanitize us. They will take it back to the community. So in every aspect, we have every organ that. As I am the CDC chairman now, if I have any issues in Ojota, I will call in the CEO, Lagos State or the Neighborhood Watch, and immediately they will go there.
That's commanding officer.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we have interactions with every agent. even down to the National Union of Road Transport Workers.
Okay, so I want us to take a look at local government now, local government authorities now. Do you think that they are really working in tandem with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu? The governor is doing so much. Hold on, he's doing so much in, constructing roads. Now, do you think that the local governments are, supporting this drive by constructing the inner roads? If they cannot construct, rehabilitate those roads.
Let me quickly answer you because I've already prepared for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When you talk about the three arms of government, the first arm is the presidency, the second arm is the governor, the third arm is the local government chairman.
Yes.
All coming back to us in the community.
Yes.
I could tell you.
But they are closer to you.
Yeah, all of them are closer to us. But what every other aspects that they are doing are for the community. The governor is excellent. I give it to him.
Okay.
My HR, Honorable Falike, is even doing roads. You understand?
As a lawmaker.
As a lawmaker, he has done about 4 roads too in GRA. Okay. If you know that railway crossing from Oshodi and he wants to cross into GRA, he was the one that did that road down to Adekunle Fajuyi, phase 1. So and then in my local government, all the inner roads, my local government chairman, though may so rest in peace, but the next one that is there now, another person has just taken over. They are working in collaboration together. I know how many roads, inner roads I could list from me. Should I start?
Just give us 2.
2?
Just to back up your
To
claims.
back up my claim,
Yeah.
I have, there is one, Okwebi, that traffic light.
Okay.
There is a close there that he has done. There is I have list of them. If you want to start mentioning names.
That Okwebi one is
okay.
it's fine. It's okay already.
That Okwebi one is fine.
Okay.
What about the one in Oregun?
It's fine.
The one in
So,
Olushosu,
other one, they are saying that
Olushosu,
okay.
behind Phillips,
Okay.
the one at Tony Bongbo. So they are still work, and they have just passed in 2025 budget, which this year it has like what we do before the presentation of the budget. They consult us in the CDC, and they will tell us to give them list of roads or whatever we want them to do to the community. Yes, we compile them, we hand over them. Presently, right now, they have already cleared the old drainage system in Onibongbo LCDA, preparing for the rainy season.
Okay. Beautiful. So let's come to your local government.
Well, my own local government chairman is should I use the word wizard or what? In terms of infrastructure, Honorable Kolade Olabi.
Okay.
In fact, presently, is constructing and rehabilitating about 40 roads simultaneously, inclusive of the 4 PECs that we have in Bariga CDA. He has renovated and refurbished everything. Okay. So his system is akin to the mindset of the governor. In terms of
team agenda plus,
eh?
They all work in the team agenda plus.
Yeah, towards that team.
Okay, so I think this question will fit in now before we go back to a conversation on the road. So now that they are receiving getting the money direct from the federal allocations right now, what are your expectations? You have already stated that your local government chairmen are doing well, but again, what are your expectations? How do you intend to hold them accountable?
Well, we should expect more grassroots development, massive. Let me use the word massive grassroots development. Yeah, because if the money comes to them direct, they will be able to venture into so many things. In terms of healthcare, markets, more road construction, the growth of education in the community.
Also for you,
you see, as at when the conversation on maybe LCDA is going to be scrapped, I started having a headache in my right sense of mind. And do you know the headache? In Ikeja local government, as at then before, Onibongbo LCDA, Ojodo LCDA, comprised together, they are just 10 wards. If not for the LCDA that created Onibongbo LCDA and Ojodo out of Ikeja. So automatically, as at that time, the whole Ikeja local government is having 10 wards. Comprising, that means the whole of Maryland, Okwebi, and Harlan is a ward. But so when the creation of LCDA came, Maryland became a ward. So automatically, it makes development faster.
faster, yeah.
Faster. So coming now that they have this autonomy, you know, that means they have freedom to do more exceedingly well. You understand? So they have their team. You understand? They have their team, so they think about what the community needs.
So
and it's going to be very, very well. We have confidence in them. We have confidence in them. If we don't have confidence in them, the CDC will not have confidence even in itself.
Okay, so let's go back.
Now, we talked about development. You talked about development now. So I want us to link this having good road networks to reducing unemployment within your locality. How does it work? Let me start with you.
You see, by the time this, like in my own local government, unemployment has been reduced, except some miscreants who doesn't want to work. You understand me? Immediately they gave me, I became the CDC chairman. I had some youths, they said they need to work. I said, okay, give me your certificate. Because if Lagos State is doing anything, they call us. If they want to do this, they call us. So we ask them back. I always place it on the platform. There's a job opportunity. You understand me? Then you find that most of them doesn't want to work. So those who need to work will come and bring in their CV. And I can tell you categorically well that I know how many people who my local government has been employing, even our MHR, Honorable Vapalike, on his platform. He will tell you, I want 20 names, graduate, first come, first serve. The first 20 he employs. But if you don't want to work, if they tell you to come and work, you know you don't want to work. Right now, they've just recruited some other set of people into this neighborhood watch.
So how do you relate that to the good network of roads in your locality? Yes, I want to know.
It's when you are going to work and the road is good. You know, it's very...
I'm just talking now.
You got to work on time. You understand me? If you like before, if you are staying in maybe Ikorodu and you are coming here, and the BRT is functioning very well, by the time you get to Ojota, you know by Modojota to this place, in the next 5 minutes, you have to work.
Yes.
And
you understand?
More productive at
and when they called me for this program this morning, the madam said, where are you now? I said, I'm in the office.
So how long did it take you to get here from Ikeja? Down here, now that you have good roads, I want us to be practical about it.
If you tell me to leave Maryland to this place now, I know in the next 15 minutes I'll be here.
Wow.
Because right now,
yes,
compare what we used to have before. If there is no program on this road, the roads network are free. In the next 15 minutes, as opposed to from Maryland, I'm supposed to be here.
But then, before,
yes, even that roundabout,
you spend that many minutes.
You understand me? Look at the way the governor does it. You know, another creation. The roundabout will be locked down. You can't even find your way out. Now, because there is access to road, if I don't want to come through Allen, I can come through Ojota. You understand me? If I don't want to, there are so many road networks that can get to this place very easier. So the road network is an accessible place whereby it will make business thrive very well. But mine is that if you go to GRA now, what governor has... No, I'm talking of if you go there before. If you go there before, with the caliber of people staying in GRA, you understand me? With the caliber of the might and the governor just came in, and I think within the 2 years, the whole place became another London. If the governor can allow us to just do gates, so that there will be gate pass.
No street gates.
No street gates. I know.
No street gates.
I know. No, why he did it is just to make sure that the road network works faster.
Yes, so people can.
So before, even if you close from work and you are coming to Ikeja from Maryland,
yes,
under bridge is locked. You understand me? But now you can pass GRA down to Oshodi Expressway. And from Oshodi Expressway, you can connect. Even sometimes right now, because the roads are free now, you don't even know where to pass. Yes, because if I pass this place, you have so many options.
Okay, that is for Ikeja. I want to talk about Bariga, because Bariga is highly populated. So let's talk about Bariga now.
But in addition to what he has said, it's almost the same thing.
In Bariga too?
Yes, we are having good interconnectivity of road now. If you are coming from Charlie Ball, and you want to enter Igiolugun, you just have to drive straight down
now.
From the most uninhabitable place in Bariga before, we used to call that place Mosquito Village.
Mosquito Village. Why? Why?
It was, let me use the word uninhabitable.
So now
mosquitoes there. Why is there mosquitoes?
Because of it was congested. It was a congested place before.
So it's very hard for you to drive in, take bike around.
Very hard to drive in, full of marshland. But now you can easily drive through that street down to and connect South Mainland Bridge straight to the island.
So let me also take your input on what's the reaction of people in your locality now with the commissioning of these roads.
You can see that reaction from him already.
He's already. But for
you can see from him already.
Let me quickly answer now, because the way you are. In fact, I don't know if the English I'm going to use to qualify their mood. Because of the level of the civility now in Bariga. Civility and mobility of movement, goods and other services. I don't. But I don't know the English I will use.
Okay,
if the day the governor came to commission GRA, for you to know how people feel, you can assume the level of people that came to honor that day. They had to leave their job. They know what they have been going through within that environment. We have DSTV there, we have Peace Airline, we have Marriott.
You will pay.
No, I'm not doing advert. I'm just telling you. So every one of them came to grace the occasion. You understand? To see that join them. Do you know when you go to your car wash, you wash your car is neat, and you are going home.
It's definitely
He wants to come out again. That's how GRA was before Governor Sanwo-Olu came and liberated the place back to where it's supposed to be. So everybody is happy over there. And we are expecting more because we know him one thing. Because he has promised, and I know when he says it, he will do it. And that's why we used to call him Mr. Talk and Do.
Anyway, Mr. Talk and Do, he has spoken and he has done it, and he's still going to talk and he's going to do more.
It, yes.
My own issue is residents. Now, I know we've said it before, but let's go back to it again. Residents taking ownership. Owning that those roads that they've given to you now, as CDCs now, how are you going to ensure that they take ownership, that they see these roads as their own, not the government own, not public property?
It's no more public property. It's no more public property.
Because people see roads, all this infrastructure as public property. It's not my business. So they can throw waste and they can damage it and they can, just take their eyes off it.
And that's why Governor Sanwo-Olu in his he has made everything available for us to work in partnership with the CDC. I can't see any menace on the road now. You understand me? Even if I cannot, I'm not the person to call to clear that place. We walk around the clock, we move around the community, all the CDA chairmen are moving around. You understand me? We have escorts, we move around. I want my environment to be clean. You understand me? And I see something I don't like about it. I know the next person to call to come and pick that person up.
Okay.
I don't need to go and fight anybody now. I know the appropriate quarter to go. You can't come and sell on GRA already. How do you want to sell on GRA? You understand me? There's security outlet there. Same as every CDAs too. There are people that, and let me tell you, the neighborhoods too are working. In my own environment, at least once in a week, they move in group because they have bike. And they are, what's this? Yes. This is their machine, that little sport, what do they call it? They move around the community. And once they see anything, they will instruct us to hear information from us. And okay, no. Deal with that person. If they can't deal with that person, they will link with Kai. And Kai will come in.
Okay.
So
we are all working hand in hand.
Okay. So you have spoken so much about security in your area. Let's also talk about the security.
Because Bariga, and you talk about the mosquito area. Mosquito village. Now that they have good roads there, and mosquito village, that name. So
that's what we used to call it before.
Yes. So the people there now, are they going to take ownership of the roads?
They are living like people living in VI now.
Yes,
because the road was constructed with interlocks. Yes, about 4 roads that is connected.
So they will not steal those interlocks.
They will not even allow vandals to come there. It is their property. When you do roads, you do drainage, you do street light, and when there is no NEPA self, the street light is functioning.
In that place now, they're having free flow of their drainages.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you that. How will this also impact in terms of flooding in that area?
Stress-free. Even if it is raining heavily, they won't feel the impact.
The community will not even allow vandals to come. Let me tell you one thing about vandals. Vandals are not staying in the community.
So how do they know that this is what we should take? If they're not staying in the community,
those truck pushers. You understand me? So when government gives you this in your community, you understand me? Will you just fold your hands and you see somebody who is pushing his cart to now come and vandalize it, even the community will not even allow it.
Yes, they are
But we've had cases where such things happen. I watched a video online. That's in Abuja. You know,
on that road,
that particular road, like that express road, and they took almost all the manholes there. So it can happen anywhere.
Madam, do you think that person who came to do that thing, do you think is a resident of that environment?
But you talked about truck pushers now.
Yeah, those are the people.
Patronize truck pushers. Those are patronized. They live in that community. No, so if you don't patronize truck pushers, they will have no reason to come.
To your area.
So it's like you are the one inviting them to come by patronizing them.
In our community, we don't allow truck pushers.
Okay. GRE.
And not even GRE, even the truck pushers. Thank God for the development that is happening at that Wasimi. You understand me? That Bola.
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge. That's where the truck pushers.
Okay.
And Lagos State doesn't. And that's why I give kudos to those guys. Once they see them, they arrest them. Because they know they don't do any other job that will vandalize property. They steal. They do, aside from vandalizing, they do other things too, which are unlawful to the state government. So Lagos State doesn't want to see them. So once you see them in your environment, we are alert.
Okay, so for you, all hands are on deck
Seriously.
when it comes to protecting public infrastructure.
Yes.
That's a very good one. Joy?
Right. Still on the security that I was talking about earlier. So are there other things that you're expecting the government to do in terms of to ensure safety for little children on the road? Are there speed bumps on the road? Or are there other things that you need?
Just like give more empowerment to the citizen.
Okay.
Like they've given us certificate of ownership now to be monitoring the newly built road. They should empower us a little bit, maybe by providing a kind of monitoring vehicle, so that we can go out in the night to monitor the. We can go out in the night to monitor the streets and other government properties all around. So that one we work in collaboration with the police, LNSC, and the other law enforcement agencies.
All right.
Okay, Ikeja.
And
You have enough already. You still want
we
more?
will continue to ask more.
He's from an
No.
elitist area.
No. We will continue to ask more.
Okay.
Though the local government chairman too, they are doing their best just to make sure those infrastructure too is being monitored. Forgetting that it is not because it is not the one that they did it, but it will enchant more from them. So they don't allow. So every hand is on deck. Though, like the express, like the one they are doing now on the and from Okwebi down to, I know when we did a stakeholders meeting, we talk about doing speed breakers because we need it on that axis because not every driver, like when I went to a driving school, they said not every, just assume that is you on
That
the
is
road.
safe.
It's
Every other
only
person on
you
the
that is
road.
normal.
Yes.
The next person is not normal. So you don't say everybody. So we need it because that road is moving straight to the community and it's going towards Maryland, then turn to Ojota, and so and I believe because though what we do is we monitor what they are doing, and if we have issues like that, I thank God for the SA that we have. Olufemi Daramola is young and vibrant because he's also behind those roads that the governor trusted him. So we can tell them they should help us to do maybe more speed breakers on that axis.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ibikunle Uluwo, CDC Chairman, Unigbongbo LCDA, for sharing your thoughts on this topic, and also Nuruddin Ijaoba, the PRO, CDC Bariga LCDA, and you both have spoken on the impact of good network of roads on grassroots development. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for taking our day this morning.
All right.
I really appreciate your conversation.
Okay. The conversation continues. Stay with us.